Hello everyone, this is part 5 of series lecture on combustion in SI engine. In this part, we will discuss the abnormal combustion. Until now, in previous parts, we have studied the normal combustion phenomena. In this part, we will study the abnormal combustion. Take this image or this graphics for clear understanding. This first condition is a normal combustion, in which this is your cylinder or the combustion chamber. This circle is representing the combustion chamber, and this is your spark, red dot. When a spark starts, the flame front, this is dotted line is the flame front. A normal flame front proceeds through the unburned charge ahead or through the combustion chamber at a normal speed. And what happens when this moving through this, when flame front is moving ahead of combustion chamber, it compresses and gases. The important term is the and gases. The unburned charge will burn in the last portion of the combustion process, or the and gases or the and charge. So this and charge is compressed because flame front is moving. This moving flame front compresses this charge, the temperature and pressure increases. Now it is ready to auto ignite, but flame proceeds normally and burn out the remaining unburned charge normally. So this is called the normal combustion. Now in detonation or the abnormal combustion, the same flame from moves ahead and compresses the charge, but what happens, the auto ignition in that case, now flame is here and the end charge is sufficiently at high temperature or the higher than the critical or on the critical temperature, and for the duration which is longer than the ignition delay. So what happens after ignition delay and flame front is still not reaching to it, it's auto ignite, and this portion which is sufficiently heated up or reached to the critical temperature and sufficient time is elapsed to auto ignite it. This and charge or and gases burn simultaneously, and this is called the detonation. In this case, detonation happens. What is the effects of detonation on the pressure? We will show through this P theta diagram. This is the pressure axis and this is the crank angle axis. In normal combustion, the pressure curve is normal. Peak pressure reaches to its points, and then in expansion stroke or power stroke, it expands normally. But in the abnormal combustion phase, what happens? The pressure rises rapidly and there is a peak with a rumbles, a zigzag pattern of the pressure rise. So this depicts the auto ignition. This is the indication of the auto ignition. Auto ignition, there is a heavy or very rapid rise of pressure which creates the vibration or the spring nature peaks on the top of the pressure curve. So this is represented by the abnormal combustion or the detonation. This is the indication of the detonation. Now in auto ignition, the burning is almost instantaneously. What happens? All the charges, all the particle of the charges reaches simultaneously at the auto ignition temperature, hold down for ignition delay, and then burst out or burn out almost instantaneously, and which releases the rapid energy. Rapidly the energy and rapid pressure rise is observed, and the pressure rise of the end gases reaches 3 to 4 times higher than the normal values. That is the 50 bar to the 200, near about the 200 bar. That's just 3 to 4 times higher than the normal values. Even very less amount of the charge, that the end gases, which is nearly about 5 to 4%, is sufficient to produce very high, very violent knocking. Only 3 to 5% charge may produce very severe knocking because the pressure is 4 to 5 times higher than the normal. Even the velocities during this detonation period also reaches to the 300 to the 1000 meter per second, which is very high, and which creates another problem, and which creates also the effects of the shock waves in the combustion chamber. So the engine started to vibrate and run roughly. It is very dangerous conditions. There is still a possibility that detonation or knocking may not take place even after the end charge or the end portion of the charge reaches out to the critical temperature or auto ignition. So this is not mandatory that if a charge is, or if a end gas reach to critical temperature or the auto ignition temperature, the detonation will definitely be happen. No, this is not true in all cases. There may be possibility that detonation may take place even if the critical temperature of particular portion of the end gases has been reached. Why? Because detonation happens always and always after the running out of the ignition delay period. Without the ignition delay period, during this ignition delay period, and this ignition delay period starts when the charge reaches to the critical temperature. When charge reaches to the critical temperature and holds for a duration of ignition delay period, during this ignition delay periods, some chemical reactions take place which can produce auto ignition. So this elapse of time is called the ignition delay. So there is always detonation happens after the ignition delay period. So there is a, even the temperature is at critical temperature, but there is a time, a very little time of ignition delay period in which our flame can do all its work normally. In that particular case, when the detonation doesn't happen, what happens? The ignition delay, critical temperature is there, but ignition delay, during this ignition delay, flame front passes across the burn charge. During this small period, which is still at the critical temperature, during this small duration, flame front passes across all the burn charge, and normal combustion carry out the normal combustion before the elapse of this ignition delay. And when ignition delay period completed, there is no charge to burn or no charge to ignite, so there is no detonation. So this is very important. If flame take over the race or win the race between ignition delay and the flame front speed. So flame front speed is very important parameter to avoid the detonation, as we studied in last part 3, the effect of flame front speed on detonation. So higher the flame front speed, the lesser chances of the detonation to take place. Now understand this time phenomena or the race between the auto ignition and the flame propagation with this graphics. In normal combustion, what happens? Suppose this is your length of total combustion duration, or this is, say this is the your unburned charge, and this is your flame front, which is moving on this time scale. This is suppose this is a time scale from through moving, which is representing the movement of the flame front through the combustion chamber. And this is the end portion of your gases or charge. Now flame front is moving on this time scale at a normal speed. What happens? Critical temperature reaches out. Again see what happens when flame front moves. Now critical temperature of this end gas is reached, but what happens? Normal flame front crosses this and normal burning happens, because there is no auto ignition. Because during this delay period, from there to now delay period is started, but delay period not elapsed, so the normal burning happened. But in abnormal combustion, what happens? Flame front moves, ignition started, delay period completed, and the detonation happens. Again check this. This is the reason. This is the critical temperature reached and delay period is elapsed. So detonation happens before the reaching out of the flame front. So this is a graphical representation. So in summary, if ignition delay is longer than the time required to the flame front to burn all the end charges, ignition delay is longer than the flame speed. So definitely flame front is going to be win this battle. So there will be no detonation. If flame front is fast and ignition delay is slow, flame front definitely the flame front will win the race. Only when and only when the critical temperature reached and maintained till ignition delay, and this ignition delay is shortened than the time taken by the flame front. Now ignition delay is shorter, so definitely ignition delay will win, and just after the elapse of the ignition delay, auto ignition happens and the detonation happens. So if ignition delay is shorter and flame front to burn the unburned charge is longer time, it is taking longer time. So ignition delay is shorter and moving of the flame front is slow, then in that case only there will be a detonation. So this is the condition, required condition and must condition for a detonation to take place. So always make flame front speed optimized to avoid this detonation phenomena. So it is clear that this phenomena of abnormal combustion and set on of the detonation is very much depends upon the flame front speed as well as the property of the fuel, because the ignition delay and the critical temperature both is the property of a fuel, because critical temperature depends upon the self ignition of the fuel. So this is the important, this basically this phenomena, so abnormal combustion or detonation mainly depends upon the property of the fuel as well as the flame front speed. So hence to avoid the detonation, what is required? A high auto ignition temperature, or higher say high self ignition temperature or critical temperature, as well as the long ignition delay are required for an SI engine fuels. This is just opposite to the CI engine fuels. We will study CI engine fuels later stage. So a good characteristics of a good SI engine fuel is that its ignition temperature, auto ignition temperature or the self ignition temperature should be high enough, or the critical temperature should be high enough, and the ignition delay should be as long as possible. So always the flame propagation wins the race and avoided, the detonation may be avoided. So this is all in this parts. Thank you. Next part we will study the effect of different engine parameters on the detonation. Thank you.